Hello Capricorn, welcome back to the Lucky Tarot. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I would like to invite you to grab a drink, coffee, tea, whatever you feel like having today. And we are going to be discussing a few things that the Spirit wants to bring forward. Please be reminded that these are all general readings, be it career, personal, or relationship, that will come up on these cards. And I'm actually using several cards for today. We're going to be discussing into that, but I'd like this to be a more personal and just really soul session, right? Talk about a few things that's going to be coming up in May, all right, that you need to pay attention to. Seemingly the universe wants to bring it forward. All right, so please bear in mind, use your intuition in any tarot reading or any tarot service. The power is yours to make. We're just going to be looking into possibilities and possibly pull up some advice cards, okay? All right, so Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, what is the focus for the month of May? I'm going to be starting things off with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. This is my favorite Oracle deck of all time. All right, so Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh, and if you're new here, I would really appreciate that you will be a part of my family. So subscribe, like, and share if they do resonate. Or comment down below. I really enjoy reading all of your comments. Capricorn. Alrighty, so we have the first card. Loyal heart, Capricorn. You guys are very loyal this month of May. So instantly this talks about relationship, but doesn't need to be romantic. Could be friendships, family connections, to yourself as well. Very loyal to your heart. That means every decision that you make in this month of May revolves around the heart. The heart chakra is opening. I feel like you guys are intuitive people. You're also paying attention to your intuition. You're also very loyal to your goals, loyal to people that have been there since day one. And most likely these people are loyal to you as well. So month of May, I feel like you're going to realize who are the real ones, the solid ones, the ones that you can run to and talk to when you need something. And likewise, people see that in you. And this month of May is all about making some room, all right, to find love, all right? So be prepared for the month of May. There's going to be some plot twist in regards to relationship, but overall it's beautiful. You're going to really find people you can feel, at home with, you feel belonged, and you feel like you can trust, right? You're open to trust once again. All right, so let's see what's going to be the challenge coming up. TikTok. So you feel pressured somehow for the month of May. Pressured with a lot of things, I feel like. It could be you're meeting some deadlines, you want to, get going with your goals. You want to achieve something really significant, and it could be that someone's pressuring you to do this. Maybe someone's pressuring you for marriage, or pressuring you to elope or move together, something like that. But if it's work related, you're very loyal to your goals this month of May, and so you put this kind of pressure in yourself where I want to achieve this. I want to see it come into manifestation. And so it will be, Capricorn, as time is very important for you this month. I feel like you guys are constantly on the go, constantly moving, and I see checklists and I see deadlines, and you guys are hitting all of that in all cylinders this month of May. So very beautiful energies right off the bat. Now I'm going to be pulling up some animal spirit, and later on we're going to be dealing with the tarot for more specific messages. This is just kind of like getting the feel of what May would be for most of you guys, okay? I feel like you're also given the time here, Capricorn, and this usually happens, something comes up, and I feel like the Spirit wants you to know you're going to make space for love as much as you don't think you will be, but you will be. You're going to be so surprised. Time is going to hand you a bit of a space here to focus on love and relationships. All right, so although with the earthworm, so the pressure really is having the confidence to follow through what you've started. There are a lot of things that you want to do. You guys could be multitasking a lot. You have responsibilities on your shoulder. You feel like people depend on you, and you're also one person that depends on someone. And so maybe the challenge is breaking free, all right, from a feeling of being too constricted, not being able to express how you really feel, what you want, following through, stuff like that. There is pressure in your environment, or you're creating the pressure in yourself. And so with the earthworm, there needs to be some confidence coming in. You need to work on the confidence aspect all throughout this May. There are times when you don't want to do several things, or that you don't feel like opening up to people. That's why with Loyal Heart and TikTok, you know, universe is handing you the time and space to outgrow several restrictions that may be the cause of why, you're not able to express what you really want to express when you need it, right? When you need it. All right, so a card actually flew out. Give me a second. Sorry for that, Capricorn. All right, we have the beaver. Look at that. So I did say relationships, and this beaver over here has unconditional and relentless love for family and friends. So when the beaver actually is very focused on a goal, very focused on what needs to be done, it is relentless. It works day and night. So this, I feel like, is very suitable for your energy. There's a lot of love that also revolves around the workplace. So you love what you do, Capricorn. At the end of the day, you love what you do. At the end of the day, no one can stop you from doing what it is that you feel you're meant to do. So this means career-wise, you're working really hard for those that depend on you, for those that really love you, and you don't mind, right? You don't mind. But sometimes when you get overworked, you tend to keep it all in. So I think that is something that you need to work on this month of May. So if you feel like, it's too exhausting, I don't feel like doing this, I don't feel like doing that, learn to express all of those in a healthy way. You'll never know what kind of comfort people will bring in, because sometimes maybe people see you as you don't have the time, you're too busy with work. They see you as very focused. Maybe people forget you also have a heart, that you also have several things in your mind that you're carrying around as a form of a burden, right? And so if you need a timeout, call the timeout, Capricorn, and just release the stress. With the beaver, I feel like once you release the stress and the pressure, things are just going to continue flowing in your life, all right? So you need to deal with this first. If you're experiencing some blockage, creative blockage, or several things in your career that seems to be not working out, be patient, right? That's why TikTok is here. Be patient and just be very loyal to your goals and to yourself. If you believe in yourself, it's only a matter of time. And also be confident that it will happen, and stay focused on that path, on that goal. All right, that's the beaver and the earthworm. Do not also be intimidated by your own set goals, or people trying to set their goals and pressure on you. There's a healthy pressure, but then there's the kind of pressure where it will just drain you, and it's not going to be productive. At the end of the day, it's going to be counterproductive. So know when something is actually constructive, whether it be you trying to impose that to yourself or other people, and then know when it's, detrimental, right? When it's detrimental. Let's get one more card for you guys. Animal Spirit for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Just gonna sip my coffee here. Whoop, that is a strong one. So, family is really a huge role in this month, right? Very focused and very centered, very grounded. Despite your busy schedules, you still have your family in mind and those that you love. So I do see here you want to build a comfortable life for the people that you love. All right, so I said one card, but the Spirit gave us 3 cards. So we're going to take all of that, Capricorn. Whoa, I did say very focused on career, and look at that, the Scorpion came up. So with the Earthworm and Scorpion, I'm getting the vibes we're in. You're only really showing and giving time to those that you feel are deserving of your time. You know what I mean? If someone pisses you off and pissed you off in the past, you're not making room for that. Scorpion is an energy that you're dedicated to your career now. That's why only a few people get to experience being around you this month, is because, well, you're focused on your goal and people cannot distract you, and you're not going to be distracted by it. And so while career life is going really well, you're picking up the momentum. In regards to your spiritual walk though, I feel like with the crow, it's growing, it's getting there. You're watching things carefully in your environment. You're also getting a closer look into yourself, where you're actually going with your spiritual life. You have a certain knowledge that you're keeping down there. I'm getting the high priestess vibes from the crow just now. And I feel like you're taking a good look where you want to go. There's again that element of time. So even though you're focused on your career, there are certain things that you want to happen more for you, whether it be material or spiritual. You see yourself getting more and more and more. And so maybe you're tuning in with your intuition. And am I still aligned? You know, is my spiritual walk still aligned to my personal goals? So there's a lot of contemplation. I need to really withdraw, and I don't want to say isolate, because I feel like you are really also spending more time with family or close friends, close people, despite your busy schedule. But with the crow, you're very watchful. You're very watchful where you put your energy into. You're very watchful what you're going to invest on, all right? So there's that kind of deeper knowledge seeping through. Overall, there's like maturity happening for you here, Capricorn, in all areas of your life. It's that kind of alignment that I'm feeling. So it's like work, money, and relationship. It needs to be really balanced. So you're only investing on people that are loyal to you, all right? And you won't invest in people if you don't see them, you know, quite heading towards the direction where you want to go in the long run. And we have the crocodile. So I feel like in terms of your emotions, you're really holding back from your usual, you know, your usual self going around in big crowds. I feel like you're taking more of a step back. I feel like you're enjoying the comforts of your home. Again, there's that family vibe that I'm getting here this month of May. But also within, all right, it could be that you are still around people. You're still doing your daily routine, your responsibilities in other aspects of your life. But there's that need to withdraw before saying something, before speaking of something. So there's that kind of holdback that only can come when you allow yourself to process first before acting on it. So very, very mature. This is the kind of energy where you think first before you act, because once you act on it, you know that you're going to land on success. So again, watching your goal, having the right timing when to actually go for it. So with the crocodile, this is a powerhouse, and this talks about you, Capricorn, being a powerhouse that you are. It's not about constantly going at it, right? It's all about being patient, keeping it first to yourself or to close friends and family, what your goal is or where you're heading. And then on the right time, that's when you grab the opportunity to land success. So whilst you go in a crocodile mode or in a crow mode, you know, going within and really just taking a step back, carefully observing, getting more awareness. If this is a business, I feel like you're brainstorming, you're thinking creatively, you're watching and observing how to manifest better success, so that when the time comes, you know what to do. And you will be sure that that will land success, right? But even as you're waiting, you're still focused. And I feel like you could be, by choice, sort of withdrawing from too much people, too much social gatherings, stuff like that, but only giving your time to those that you're loyal to and those that you love, right? So that's coming through here. But there needs to still be some work on when it comes to your confidence. So confidence maybe to never doubt that you're heading on the right direction here, Capricorn. And that in time, all of these sacrifices that you've been doing, and I feel like you guys are really sacrificing a lot here. It's like, okay, here's the vibe that I'm getting, Capricorn. Instant gratification is out the door, all right? You guys are all about sacrificing now so that you can have more for the future. So you don't mind really working day and night for what you think is going to give you that security for yourself and for those that you love in the long run. So you're like eyes on the prize. You have a bigger goal over here. If you feel like skipping a few dinners with friends and families that don't really necessarily align with your fixed schedules, I feel like you're going to sacrifice some of that in order to replace more hours in the office, something like that. But again, be very careful of overstraining yourselves, okay? Rest is important as well. Remember that, Capricorn. All right, so now we're going to be checking in with the tarot. Additional messages for my dear Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, month of May. Yes, after toiling yourselves in the grindstone, you're finally gonna receive a news of reward, right? All your hard work is finally gonna be fruitful. It's gonna manifest. It's growing. 3 is a number of beautiful outcomes. But there's like a reminder here, Capricorn, wherein you gotta trust who you're working with. I know that you guys are very headstrong, you're powerhouses. You tend to be the boss, you're the lady boss, the leader, the one that calls the shots. But you know, this month is all about working hands. This month is all about trusting those you work with, that they can also deliver, that their strength and weakness may not necessarily be like yours, all right? But you can benefit from knowing what people can bring to the table and letting them surprise you. And with the 3 of Pentacles over here, it's all about learning to delegate some of the work that you tend to do or go at it alone. And I think that things are going to be faster if you have helping hands in your environment. All right, so this could also mean that you guys are looking to get some form of award to be noticed in your workplace. And this month is all about, most likely, you guys are going to get noticed for all the hard work that you're putting in. People are going to see you in a way where, whoa, I want to be like that Capricorn, like she or he calls the shots and everything seems to be really managed very well. But I like to say this, like people see this about you, Capricorn, but they don't see how much you trust your intuition and how much you're sacrificing. They only see the surface sometimes, right? Sometimes people only see the output, the result, but they don't get to see all the efforts that you're doing here. And look at that. The efforts are going to pay off. Like I said, Capricorn, you have the Sun card. That is beautiful. This is fortune coming in. This is big, big fortune. This is a yes card. So career-wise, expect that this month of May, there's going to be a huge payout. There's going to be, whether it's spiritual or material, but I'm leaning towards material, money coming in. There's going to be that sense of awareness that you are on the right path, because Sun card does talk about awareness. And dealing with children, once again, dealing with children. There's an overwhelming sense of happiness in what you do that can revolve around children. So maybe this month of May, fun is going to be, reinserted in your life, because you're giving more room to relationships. You're giving more time and space for people to help you out. So it's overcoming a state of thinking as well, where you feel maybe, well, I gotta always do it alone. I'm always being the only one to do things. But then when you allow people to help you out, be it emotionally or in the workplace physically, the load that you carry, happiness is just gonna come in. I highly sense that. Sorry for the background noise, guys. Can't do much about the noise outside. So Capricorn, these are all beautiful energies. I mean, May is looking so good. There's just a few reminders, but overall, you guys are gonna have that success. One more card, please, for Capricorn. Also, there's going to be some form of vacation. Remember I said earlier, like, you need to make more time and space for friends that are, and family and loved ones that are loyal to you. I feel like you guys are going to take on a short trip. I need to retreat from all the busy schedule routines and pay attention to, just making some room for catching up. Oops, a card again fell out. Give me a second. All right, so we have the 7 of Wands. This is so you, Capricorn. You guys are relentless. At the end of the day, after you accomplish such goal and you're starting to receive great success, great news, great appreciation, and reward for everything that you do, well, no one is saying you're going to stop, right? No matter the opposition, no matter how many people, or that maybe you're trying to avoid people, right? Because you don't want to be distracted. You don't want people to be intervening with your goals and your plans. This is what you're going to be for the month of May. You're going to be so focused that no one is going to, try to distract you from everything that you're doing here. And it's all about strength. There is a great deal of strength when trying not to be distracted. Oops, sorry for that. My table moved. And so not a lot of people are like you, Capricorn, all right? They don't see what your vision is, and so keep going. Keep going. Soon, it doesn't matter if people appreciate it or not. At the end of the day, you know where you stand. You know where you stand. As long as you're doing this for your personal growth and people that you care about, and you're not necessarily doing things that are out of your character here, nothing of that kind, well, just keep going. As long as you feel good and you're doing good, keep going. All right, so to close our reading for today, Capricorn, our soul sessions, I feel like this reading is really heavy on your own personal and career goals, right? Ooh, a lot of cards are flying out. Okay, so this is what the Spirit wants to bring forward. The healer of thought. It says here, it's time to clean up your life, get rid of anything that clutters your space or makes you disorganized. People who take from you but don't give back should be released as well. Remember the Scorpion? If someone pisses you off and all those people who took something from you but never really returned that, it's not that you're waiting for some form of return, but you know what I mean, Capricorn. You know that when you put something out there, you put your heart and soul into it, so you expect nothing less from people. So it says you release. Those who take from you but don't give back should be released. You or another person involved in this situation is wise, insightful, and caring, has a wonderful sense of humor, and offers a lot of life experience. So I feel like this is you. How you are coming across this month of May is someone who's very insightful, but at the same time caring to those that you love, and doing it with a sense of humor. All right, the sense of humor in a sense that, well, you have everything managed, so nothing in your environment, people coming at you, is going to distract you from being happy at what you do, right? Sense of humor, being childlike, and being so happy and content, all right, that what you're doing here is aligned towards your goals. So let's get one more card, all right, because I love this reading so much. This is a beautiful month overall, Capricorn, so I'm so happy for you guys. One more card for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Additional messages for the month of May. Whew. All right, this one wants to come out. Letting go. All right, letting go. It says here, releasing the past can seem like a challenge, but it can also be liberating. Your angels will help you let go so that you can fly higher than ever before. Endings always herald new beginnings. Choose to allow the situation to lead you to a more joyful life. Change your life by changing your thoughts. Yes, change your life by changing your thoughts. I feel like with the earthworm, at first you're going to really struggle about releasing some of that. Things that are in the past, things that, are already done and over, that were challenging, or this could be your perspective about yourself as well, so that you can fly higher than before. So you guys are being watchful because you're still on that process of releasing this. Well, it's time to liberate yourself. You're still holding on to that. Time to release that, all right? And when you do release it, like I mentioned, the crocodile, when you do release it, after all of this waiting, after all of this going within and contemplation, this situation will lead you to a more joyful life. And it starts by changing your thoughts. Beautiful, excellent reading, my dear Capricorn. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys are the best. I'll talk to you guys soon, and still I will be uploading the weekly love readings. And I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comment section if you like a more soulful, personal reading type, just to get a better grasp of the energies for each month. All right, so sending you love and light. I wish you all the best, and namaste.